Namaste and welcome to Cadec Learning Series. In this video, we'll see how to link sheet metal design calculations with the model parameters and make a geometry configurator. The geometry configurator can generate model for any valid inquiry of the model enclosure, and you will get a to the scale model of the enclosure. I have created the enclosure parts and we'll review them and we'll add them to our product class and then we'll link the model parameters. Uh, I've created the model parts. We will add them to our configurator folder. Okay, let's see the parts. This is the body. So it is made up of a sheet metal. It has got some flanges. Okay, the Uh, sketches are named suitably so as to know which parameter refers to which feature or functionality. Again, within the sketches, the dimensions are also named suitably. For example, if you will see that this 300, uh, the name is width, and this 497, the name is HT. Okay, so you can give any names which will make it easy for you to understand uh, the which feature this dimension is for and so on. So this is the uh, body. We'll have a bottom cover, cable plate, door, mounting plate. We have created a standard lock also and a top cover. I have also created the assembly of this enclosure. Okay, so this assembly has 6 parts and there are some mates which are also defined. Okay, so we'll first crawl this so that Carrick will know what are the features and parameters inside all these parts and the assembly. Okay, so Carrick has crawled the entire master model. The master model was created as a generic model, so it has uh, many features which may or may not be required in each and every output. But overall, if you consider a lot of outputs, then whatever is a superset of all functionalities required in all of them is included in the master model. We'll see how to use that. So we have crawled the master model. The shape variables and size variables are already defined. We'll now define the mandatory components. The concept of mandatory components is those features and parts which are always required in any instance of the design. So I'll click on must make mandatory. So it in component palette it shows me all the parts. So the body is always required. The flat pattern is not required. Then the top cover is always required, not the flat pattern. Bottom cover is always required, not the flat pattern. Now this mounting plate is not always required, so it's an optional component. Cable plate is also optional component. Door is always required. Okay, so this is my mandatory geometry. Now we'll make the optional geometry also. So optional geometry is when a user wants a particular functionality, then only that geometry is enabled. So for door left and right now we have not added any geometry. For cable plate, we have added a geometry. So if cable plate is yes, then I'll click on cable plate and these features of the cable plate. And if cable plate is no, then there is no optional geometry. Similarly, for mounting plate required, I'll have mounting plate ticked. Uh, Lock make. Right now, I have not made it. In the next video, we'll see that for other things also. Okay, so okay. So we have linked our shape parameters with shape values. Now we'll link the size parameters. Since the assembly is crawled, Cadec knows that there is an enclosure. Inside that there are these parts and some mates. And then in each part, let's say in body, there are various features. This base feature has height and width, etc. So it has all the parameters inside Cadec. So now we'll use the uh, parameter equations or size linking to link the size parameters. So I'll click on this add and choose height of the enclosure. And now I need to link this parameter with the enclosure height variable which we had defined in size variable. If I press spacebar in the equation editor text text box, I'll see all the variables which were defined in the size variable uh, functionality. So here I will choose enclosure height and click on add. So this particular parameter equation is defined. So height at SK base at body 1 of enclosure is equal to enclosure height. Similarly, I click on width. You will see that height is now shown in blue color. That means that parameter is already linked. So now I'll have to link this with enclosure width. So I'll choose enclosure width from the variables. And I'll go on adding. Okay, so now in this case, the uh, enclosure depth, I had not changed the name for that. So I'll have to see what is the name of this enclosure depth. So if I click on this 300, which is D7 at H flange 2 is actually the enclosure depth. So I'll choose D7 is equal to enclosure depth. Right. Mm, The other flanges are standard, so I'll not change those. Then the next is top cover. In top cover, in base flange, I have width. So top cover width is equal to enclosure width. Top cover depth is equal to enclosure depth. Bottom cover equal to enclosure width. Depth equal to enclosure depth. Mounting plate width equal to mounting plate width. Mounting plate height equal to mounting plate height. Cable plate mounting plate cable plate depth equal to cable plate depth width equal to cable plate width. Door door height is equal to enclosure height. Door width equal to enclosure width. There are no assembly features in this right now, and right now I don't want to change any mates. If I mean link any mates, so we have finished our size linking. So next is let's see how the uh, geometry is modified after this linking of design variables and model parameters. So I'll click on this auto create designs. I'll choose a inquiry number, order number, project number, etc. So let's say Proj 01. In previously also we had created some layouts, so I can choose from those or I can go on choosing my own requirements. So uh, some of these things we have linked and some of these things we have not linked. So this door hinge and all we have not linked because we have not added any hinges as of now. This mounting plate is required. Cable plate is yes. Then body material we have not linked as of now. Various materials we have not linked. Last time we had given 1500, 600, 500, and 2, 2 and 1.5, 1.5. So let us see how the uh, geometry, now it has created a new output called project 1 folder. Uh, we calculate, this was also calculated in the last time, but this time we'll modify this geometry also. So CADEC has modified the geometry. So this height has become 1500, width has become 600, and this Depth has become 500. So we had chosen 500, then this 600, and this 1500. 1500. Okay, and accordingly it has also modified the inside length. So this height also is modified. This depth also is modified. So this completes our second video of linking and generating model. Thank you.